Hello and welcome back. I'm here at the beautiful Athens Hilton. As you can see behind me, a beautiful spot. I just want to give you an experience, a small mini experience of the types of exercises we're going to be doing in the Alkistis method. And this particular one is called The Truth Shall Set You Free. It's based on Socrates and the way that he would get people to really understand the lies they're telling themselves, the lies they're telling other people without even noticing it. And this gets us into a lot of trouble. So think of something that's really frustrating you, and we're going to go ahead and do that exercise together right here, right now. So just find a quiet spot, somewhere where you won't be disturbed, so you can give this exercise the right amount of seriousness and concentration. And I really want you to think of a problem that you have that's frustrating you, that's causing you anger, and that you really want to move past, because by the end of this exercise, you will be able to have moved past this problem. I want you to write down the actual thought or belief that you have that you notice is going on in your mind when that situation is happening. Okay. What is that specific thought or belief? Just write it down, and as I said, if you need to pause this video, go ahead and just write down that angering thought or belief. Now, the first thing I want you to do is really ask yourself the Socratic question. Is it true? I mean, is it 100% true? Now, if the answer in your mind is yes, it's 100% true, keep it on pause a moment. I'm going to get back to you. Now, if, on the other hand, you are honest with yourself and see that this thought or this belief, this statement that goes on in your mind is not 100% true, just write down how much out of 100 is it true. It could be 80% true, could be 90% true, could be 70% true. Just give it a number, because that's going to be helpful as we see the progression as that reduces itself throughout this exercise. So the second thing I want you to do is pass it through what I call the test of distortion. And that's basically asking yourself, in this statement, am I perhaps dramatizing? Am I perhaps generalizing or taking things too personally? And again, you can mark it out of 100 to see if that original amount that you put down, that percentage, has gone down after passing the test of distortion. The third step is to really see this whole situation from an opposite point of view, or from another completely different point of view. All right? So, for example, if the statement in your mind is, my team is so unmotivated, they're a bunch of losers, you might want to flip that and say, maybe I'm not motivated, or maybe they're not a bunch of losers, they're a bunch of winners in the making, and all they need is the right coach, the right trainer, the right manager. And you know, I'm not saying that those new statements are going to be true, but it's just very liberating to see the situation from a whole different perspective, all right? It might just be that switch to happen in your mind to say, yeah, that's not the problem. Maybe I have to change something. And again, go ahead and gauge it out of 100 as you see that percentage lowering down in terms of the original statement. How true was it? Again, give it a mark out of 100, and you'll begin to notice that the pressure is slowly releasing itself. So now the fourth step I want you to take is really ask yourself, who would you be without that thought? What kind of results could you imagine? What kind of scenes in your life would unfold? How would the scenes unfold differently if you were not that person having that particular thought and belief? Who would you be, in other words? What kind of whole different reality would you be, and would you attract and trigger with this person who basically has amnesia. Imagine you just don't know that thought. Who would you be without that thought? And lastly, the fifth step is to take that original thought, that original belief, and remodel it, rephrase it, so that it's more empowering. You might have to change it completely, but sometimes it's just a matter of tweaking a little and just committing to this new thought. So just create a new statement that will work for you, that will bring you the results you want. So with these 5 questions, you can really work your thoughts, as Socrates would say, and get to the truth. Because that's what we want to live in. We want a life of truth. The truth shall set you free. It should attract all kinds of positive results in your life, okay? And if you need to do this exercise a couple of times to process it, go right ahead and do that. I leave you with the beautiful sights and sounds of Greece, where I hope to see you soon.